Well, it happened again. That's right, a major studio pre-announced the launch of a trailer at a certain date, and it got leaked on the internet. So that studio went ahead and released it a couple of days ahead of schedule, and that trailer was for Jurassic World. Little bit of backstory. I love Jurassic Park, the first one. And the second one, yeah, it's not bad. Third one, we won't talk about that. But the first one, yeah, I absolutely love Jurassic Park. I think it's one of the best movies of all time. It's one of my favorites of all time. It's actually the first VHS, that's right, I said VHS, that I forgot to return to the video store when I rented it. Yeah, I sort of watched it and then watched it again and again and again and again and again and then didn't really want to give it back. So I sort of forgot to return it, and I think it's still at my parents' place. But yeah, that's how much I love Jurassic Park. And now we have Jurassic World, and we got the first look at the movie, and ooh, there's bits of this trailer that I love, and there's bits of this trailer that have me going, oh, I'm a little bit worried about where they're going with this. But let's kick into it and let's go through this trailer. So the trailer opens up with Judy Greer, who I don't know how much of a role she's going to play in the movie, but I love her. She's awesome in Archer. I think she's fantastic. But she's talking to her kids, and she's saying they're going on this trip, and then she says, if there's something chasing you, run. Yeah, it's a nice little bit of foreboding there. Well done. So we see them, they're on this boat going to the island, the first island, not the island from the second two movies, the first island. And then we see that the park is actually open, and this is one of the bits that I love because we finally get to see John Hammond's vision for what he wanted Jurassic Park to be realized. We get to see people interacting and being in this park, and it's open, and there's exhibits and there's rides, and it's crazy, and it's really, really cool to see like what was originally imagined to an even grander scale. And then by far, probably one of the coolest shots is a great white shark is being dangled over this huge tank, and then this massive dinosaur comes up and just grabs it out of the air and pulls it back down. That was awesome. I did really love that. And we get a few more shots of people like canoeing down a river with dinosaurs all around them, and then like the gyro sphere thing rolling next to a dinosaur. So we got a few cool shots of what was happening at the park. But then we get to behind the scenes and the genetics and stuff that's going on, and this is where it started to lose it for me because they say the word genetic hybrid. And I'm beginning to think, you know what? We have enough of these movies already where you splice one thing with another, and doesn't that just feel like a B-movie plot? Maybe they'll do it right, but just something about that phrase really, really took me out of it. And up until that point, I was like, yeah, and then I was just like, no, why? So then we get to see Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. She seems to be the scientist type. He seems to be, he's a ranger, or he reminds me a lot of the game hunter in the first one. Just, he's the guy that's just pretty much anti everything that's going on. And then we see, of course, the inevitable happens. The genetic hybrid dinosaur, whatever it is, escapes and gets out and now is terrorizing the park. And we see Chris Pratt telling Bryce Dallas Howard's character to evacuate the island, and she looks all scared. And there's one shot where she looks pretty much exactly like Ripley from Alien. She's like got the tank top and the flare, and just that was really weird. And then we get a shot of him being chased by the dinosaur, which it was really hard to tell, but it looks like a T-Rex, but then it's got these longer arms, so I don't know if it's like they just genetically modified it to have longer arms so it can scratch itself. But over this whole montage of just stuff going completely wrong, you hear that just familiar, just da-da-da, 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 da-da, just in this really, really creepy minor tone piano, just single notes. And that sort of brought me back again into it all. It's probably one of my favorite scores to a movie ever. John Williamson is fantastic at his scores, and the Jurassic Park one is no exception. And that it sort of brought me back again. I'm just like, oh, okay. Can they just take that tone of just pure dread from the first one, and if they can insert that back into this movie, then maybe this will be okay, and maybe all of my fears will be unfounded, and it will all be okay, and I can go and see this movie and be happy about it. So apart from a few things that sort of worried me, this trailer really did excite me. I'm really, really looking forward to this movie. I'm going to see it. There's no doubt about that. Doesn't matter how many misgivings I have about the trailer, I am going to see this movie 100%. I'm just hoping that it isn't another repeat of Jurassic Park 3. That's pretty much all. If they can just be better than Jurassic Park 3 and be somewhere just close to Jurassic Park, I'm happy. I'm there. So if you've seen the trailer, what did you think? Let me know down in the comments, and in the description I'll leave a link to the original trailer so you can go check it out again or for the first time or whatever. Also, this weekend sometime, it is rumored that the Star Wars Episode 7 trailer will be going up online. I know it is available in some cinemas in America, but seeing as I live in Australia, that's pretty impossible. So when it does get released on the internet, I will be doing a live reactions video to it. So I'll have like it down in the corner or just off screen and just me watching it, and I'll just like sort of film my reactions to what's going on the screen, because I think that'll be really, really funny. And then I'll talk about it afterwards like a regular review. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to this movie. And I've got to say, 2015 is shaping up to be a just amazing year for movies, and I cannot wait. Until next time, guys, as always, I'll catch you later.
I can see 5